Did you make
I
it?
made it. I was paying attention, Aiden, actually. Unlike you, Aiden.
Ugh!
Yeah, let me tell you, my
You
friend.
really...
Let me tell you.
You know what grinds my gears?
What? What grinds your gears? Fuck you.
The fact that this is take 3.
This is take 3 right now. Uh, yeah, and you know why it's take 3? I want to tell you, Aiden, because the Matrix is out to get me. All right, it is in fact
Matrix
out
is out
to
to
get
get
me.
us.
All right, because I'm in a very shitty internet predicament. I can't even say it because the Matrix is controlling my tongue right now. Matrix is everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. But
Dude, they're trying to
they're
stop us from
they're
making
trying
a
to
Lost
stop us
Cause
from making
episode.
Lost Cause because we're gonna spread the woke agenda on accident, and they don't want us to do that. So
Yeah, the Matrix consumed Jeff and Billy.
it did. They're gone.
It's just us
I
left
forgot
now.
we haven't introduced the fact that it's just the two of us yet. It's the
Yeah, no, and either take, we just haven't, like, acknowledged it.
yeah, but I think we should acknowledge it this time. But you want to know how the Matrix is out to get me, Aiden? I'm getting new internet. All right.
How?
I'm getting new internet.
Oh, yeah.
My internet currently is dog shit, poopy butt water. Right. I run
Really?
about
It's only take 3.
I run about 2 megabits per second on an average day, which is massive for a growing boy like me who needs his
Huge.
internet nutrients. But I can't do shit with that. So we've been on the wait list for Starlink, the Elon Musk internet, for like 6 months now. I think we started in October and it is now March. Yeah, we've been on that for quite literally 6 weeks, which is 6 months, which is insane. And they acknowledge that.
Jesus.
So now they have this this new Starlink thing that you can get like baby tier Starlink if you're on the wait list. And it's like lower quality. It doesn't give you as much internet speed. It's like, oh, you might only get from 10 to 100 megabits per second. And I'm like, dude, that's literally like 5 times what I'm getting right now on a bad day. So I'll take
Still
it.
way better.
I will take it 10 days a week, let me tell you. One for each megabyte. And I was like, shit, we're getting that? We're getting it tomorrow. And you know who's been hearing me talking about this to all of the people I've told about it? My goddamn ISP.
Your mom?
My ISP, man. I've been
Oh.
typing about it. I've been
Oh,
looking up.
shit, your ISP.
I've been looking up, hey.
Dude, they're like stalking.
Hey, I hate ISP name here. I hate them, and I'm typing it into the search bar so I can send messages to the guy that's gotta regulate my search history or whatever. I'm just typing.
Is that real?
No,
Do they do that?
they can see your search history. Your
Thank
ISP
God.
can, but they don't have
I
a
know.
person assigned to each household. They're not doing surveillance on you. That would just be weird.
They should. They should.
The way
On me,
works,
at least.
I think the way it works is it just flags anything that's illegal, and then they'll throttle your internet and then investigate it. That's kind of the thing. That's why, like, when you're trying to allegedly in a video game download a ROM for a game on an emulator or something, your internet will just stop sometimes. Allegedly in a video game.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. So they can kind of see your stuff, but I don't think they're actually out to get me. But maybe they know that we're switching over tomorrow, and they're about to lose a loyal customer that pays for 10 times the amount of megabits per second than they actually get. So that's pretty cool. They're mad at me. Matrix is out to get me. But let me tell you something, Aiden. Let me tell you what I plan to do with this internet.
Oh, I'm listening.
Last night, it was a rough night. I was a little tired. I was a little worried. So I couldn't get a short out yesterday, you know? I couldn't get a short out. So
Yeah.
I went on my channel and I made a post. I started typing. I got my phone out, typed feverishly, quickly, and I was like, hey guys, I'm sorry, no short tonight. I was really busy talking about content shit. I have content on the way, Cult of the Lamb video, whatever, all that stuff that I said might be out by the time the last episode came out. It's not gonna be. But regardless of that, I basically hinted at a big event, and I get my internet tomorrow, right? I will have it tomorrow. This episode will come out long after the situation is over. But I said there's a possibility that on Friday, March the 3rd, we may have a situation on our hands where some special surprise might come with my content. And that special surprise, baby, is I'm planning on hopefully streaming. I want to stream. Streaming is all I've wanted to do. It's all I live for. I've been like, dude,
You've been talking about it for like
I know
months,
because
years even.
I have ideas. I have plans that I cannot tell you about. So many plans. God damn it.
Mm.
But I want to stream. So then like I'm given this opportunity now where maybe possibly I could stream Twitch or YouTube. I'm trying to decide if I want to stream on Twitch or YouTube because Twitch is kind of good for discoverability, but I'm already at like 160 subs on YouTube, so I'm not sure. Sound off in the comments below if I should stream on Twitch or YouTube. I don't know. I'm just not sure which one I'm more likely to get
I think you
discovered
should
on.
do YouTube
I think I am more
because then
likely
it's
on
all your
YouTube.
content's centered in one
Yeah,
place.
I think that's really important. That's why I was so happy when they added the change where shorts can show up on your channel, which is really huge actually. Because they
Yeah.
show up separately because you used to post shorts on the channel you use, and then there'd just be like 10 shorts, and then there's a video somewhere in there, and like you're scrolling and you can't find the fucking videos. So when they made the separate tabs, it was a godsend, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start running shorts.
Yeah.
And now, fucking 29 shorts later, I've made 3 times the amount of subs I hope to get in my first month. So pretty good stuff. And I'm pretty happy with YouTube these days. I will say. I'm hitting some writer's block right now, and I gotta shake myself out of it.
Overtook me in a
I
month.
did overtake you in a month, which I don't know if you should
My
be
like
embarrassed.
3 years of uploading on my channel.
I already have more
You overtook me in a
videos on my
month.
channel than you do, counting shorts. So
I know.
I wouldn't. I would say it's just a case of skill issue. You're not married to the grind. You know.
And I wouldn't count half of my videos on my channel like even as proper videos.
You know.
To be honest with you.
I would count a short as a proper video if it's a good short. You know. And I feel like.
But like I've got like 12 animations on my channel. It's just like these 3-second little clips.
Yeah. Just a bunch of SFM stuff. Yeah. I've seen it.
Blender, SFM.
Have you been making any of those recently? I'm curious. I haven't actually been keeping up. I saw like your fountain pen stuff, but have you been making any of those recently?
Any SF like animations?
Animations, yeah.
Or if videos
Videos of animations, I should say.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
I like occasionally like I'll find like a funny audio online and I'll port it into whatever software I'm using and then I'll animate it.
Mm-hmm.
But usually that all goes unlisted. Like I've got one that I'm working on right now, just as whatever, because I'm not posting anything really right now until like 2 weeks from now.
Little foreshadowing.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
That means you've
Boss
got
Baby.
to fucking
I love Jimbo.
comb through 150 hours of Boss Baby footage in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
How are you doing on the show right now? Have you started chipping away at it yet?
Dude, it is hell.
Is it?
It's actually hell. It's so bad.
Does it stray
It's a
from the Boss
3.8
Baby
on
formula?
IMDb.
Does it?
But I don't know what they fucking did. I don't know what they did, but all the characters are just fucking terrifying.
Really?
Like they look nothing like they do from the movie, and their eyes are like weird.
That's good.
Like their pupils are
Damn.
It's like horror.
That's good. I'm glad they fucked up Boss Baby. That's fucking sad. Boss Baby was my favorite franchise on the planet before I knew that the show was terrible.
I know. I thought it was mid as fuck.
Good thing you're watching all of the Boss Baby content, so I don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're subjecting you to torture so that you
God.
can grow your channel. But that's okay. That is fine.
Torture is good. I'm a masochist.
Yeah, I would say that
And-
my Terraria playthrough just illustrates that I am similar in that fashion. That's for
You're
sure.
you're a little bit more masochist than I am.
You think so?
My masochism is it's like down here and yours is like up here. I know you couldn't see that, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
picture
Speaking
like
of,
two.
I can't see
Oh
that.
yeah, because we don't have cameras.
We don't have cameras turned on this time because both of our internets
No, we can't
are
see each
the
other.
grossest dog shit on the planet. So it's like a situation where I'm not gonna be able to see him and he can't see me. So I could be like flipping him off into the camera right now and he wouldn't even know. So that's important. And he doesn't know what I'm doing at any given time. And I can make fun of him all I want with my hands. I can make like hand puppets. I can. Oh, that's a fucking.
He's gonna pull like up a piece of paper that says "I'm with stupid" or some shit.
I made
and
a
I'm just
little
gonna keep
dog.
talking about
You
whatever
see
the hell
that?
I'm
That's
talking
a
about.
dog. I don't know. I'm probably.
I can't see that.
You're right.
That's the crazy part. I can't
I
see
probably
that.
just did like some offensive hand gesture without knowing it, so I apologize, but it's okay. It's fun. I should.
Hold up, I'm gonna try to make a dog.
You okay? I actually don't know how people do the. Is this the shadow dog? I think that's the shadow dog. You look.
Oh wait, you.
Are you a shadow puppet guy? Do you do shadow
I'm not
puppets
a big
often?
shadow puppet guy.
You never pull up to the function, and when all the lights are out, you can say, guys, gather around, and then you get a flashlight, and then you just, you know what I'm saying?
No, you know what kind of guy I am? I'm the guy that does the stick figure on the phone lines when I'm driving around.
Oh yeah, of course.
That.
I used to do that shit all the
That's
time.
where it's at.
That is cool. The other thing I would do is just open up the window and let the wind push my hand up. That's another fun one. That one's
Oh,
fire.
do you like put your hand like flat through the window?
Yeah.
You
And
just...
then Bernoulli's principle makes it lift up off in the air. I know my fucking physics shit. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm just
I
better
don't.
than you in every
Hand
inconceivable
tilt
way.
upwards.
Hand tilt
Hand
upward.
go up.
Yeah, that is kind of the situation. But let me tell you, I'm the best kid in a car. I think I'm the best kid in a car ever. Have you been on long road trips
Really?
like with your family before?
Yeah, I hate it.
It's
hell.
dog shit. But when I was little,
It's
mind you,
dog
my
shit.
parents didn't let me get a phone until I was a freshman in high school. All right? This is preface.
Oh yeah, me too.
We haven't gone on a road trip since I was in like 7th grade, like a long one. So,
Mm-hmm.
during that summer, we went on that long ass road trip, and I had to entertain myself in the car. I had like a fucking iPad mini, and I could have been playing games on that shit, but just to demonstrate to my kids or my parents how good of a fucking kid I was, how admirable I was as a little boy. I would read books while we were driving, and I could do that shit. I could read books in the car without getting a headache. I was magical. I was the child every parent wishes they had. You know? I think I'm the perfect child.
Yeah.
Do you think you're a perfect little boy, Aidan?
Not in the slightest.
You don't think you're a perfect little boy?
You guys shamed me for having shit hygiene like 2 weeks ago.
I think that was one
I'm
week
far
ago.
from perfect.
Yeah, but still, we did shame you for having shit hygiene, and then everybody like kept ragging
Yeah.
onto you. But then from your tone, I was like, I think this guy had something actually wrong, and Sully is still just hating on him. So I was like, I think it was out of his control. I think it's possible it could be out of his control.
No,
I was
I
backpedaling
showered
so hard.
every day of the week after that.
I was backpedaling so hard on the 6 weeks thing. You can hear it in my voice in the episode. Hey,
Maybe something's going on
I'm
here.
glad we fixed your hygiene if you showered every day that week. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you did the normal thing.
Yeah, it drops down. I missed 2 days after, but
Dude,
that's besides the
how
point.
do you do that? I can't sleep if I don't shower.
It doesn't even cross my mind.
actually just
It doesn't
can't
even
sleep.
cross my mind.
Can't sleep. I don't have like a little bit of moisture on my body when I lay in bed. I don't feel good. I feel stinky. And like when I don't feel clean under my sheets, I feel disgusting. Because after I've showered, I don't sweat that much. But when there's dirt and grime all over my body from a long day in the mines, I lay down, I yell at my wife, and then I lay down in my bed with dirt and grime all over myself, and I just sweat like a pig. It's disgusting. So I hate it.
See, my brain knows there is the reward of having that just amazing after shower feeling.
Yeah.
It just refuses to acknowledge the reward.
Yeah.
Refuses to want it, and I hate myself.
I have to make my bed before every episode. Let me tell you, just because I'm a sleep mover.
Dude,
Are you a big sleep mover, Aidan?
make my bed.
Yeah. Oh, I guess your bed isn't on camera though. I can't see your camera right now.
Oh wait, shit. Well, I don't want Discord to crash if I even open it.
Yeah, no, don't.
God damn it.
But your bed's not on camera. I've never seen it before. That's fair. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I
I've
cover
seen
it.
before.
It's always a
Camera.
fucking mess.
I'm winking at the camera right now.
You've been in it
Yeah,
before.
I'm winking at the camera. I'm quick on those witty jokes. I'm the witty jokes guy. I ate Jeff, so I have to like make fun of you more. So and you ate Sully, so you have to be the say random jokes guy. That's we're
Oh, shit,
figuring
you're
out our
right.
archetypes right now. It's like a Gario, and I I consumed him and gained his powers. That's
Adam
awesome.
Sandler
Adam
is from
Sandler
Boston.
Is from Boston. Spread misinformation. That's your guy now.
Yeah.
And I just call you a fucking idiot.
I'm the
You're
spread
so
information guy.
fucking dumb. You're so
Yeah.
fucking stupid. You're so fucking dumb. And then I have to like play the guitar well, but I actually can't do that because my hands are the size of fucking like toddler hands. Do you know why I quit playing basketball, Aidan? There are 2 reasons.
Do you have tiny hands?
Yeah.
I feel like you have tiny
I
hands.
do. I literally just said I have tiny hands. My hands are fucking minuscule. They're small. And hey, Aidan, if your hand is bigger than your face, it means that you have cancer.
Fuck!
I'm not nearby to slap your hand into your face, but I know you fucking put your hand in front of your face, you little bitch. I know you did it.
I did. I did. I did.
If I were there,
Oh,
if I were there,
shit.
you would have
I
gotten
can't believe I fell
slapped
for that.
so hard in the face. But I do have tiny hands, and they're not bigger than my face, so I don't have cancer. So I could not
I've got
ball
humongous
handle
hands.
that well, and I was also fucking 5'6", so like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Get clapped every time
Shit,
I go
I
out on
took
the
you for a
court?
pretty good ball fondler.
I have my shots. I can pop up to the 3. I can kick the line, shoot it. I can make it go in, but I'm just really short, so that's the problem. So I just kind of quit. I will say my
Basketball?
Here, go ahead. Go ahead, my boy.
It's the only sport I've ever pushed someone in.
Really? That's like one of the
only
sports you
sport
can
that I've
get
had like
clapped
physical
for pushing
confrontation.
someone.
But I was so thin and like so like
Oh, so you pushed him
I
and you
just didn't
fell
play
over?
sports.
You were pushing off of a wall.
Might as well been. No, it was you know how every gym has that like overly competitive guy that just ruins everything?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that
This
guy.
guy this Oh, you're that guy, aren't you?
It depends on the sport. Depends on the sport.
Well,
If it's a sport,
well, shit.
yeah.
Anyway, he kept like nudging me and pushing me around, and I just had enough. So I had the ball, and the guy he comes and takes the ball from me. So I just oops pushed him. My bad.
It was an accident. Yeah, I get it. I get that kind of
It was
thing.
a misclick. It was a misclick.
Yeah. Who's up this input?
Honest to God.
Calm the fuck down.
Misinput. Calm the fuck down.
I think no, gym class, whenever we played soccer in gym class, I would kind of ball out. That was the thing I would do. But like I will say, I took gym class like my sophomore year, and I tried kind of hard in that one just because I was proving that I wasn't a little pussy. Because I was new at the school I was at because I went to a private school before public school, high school. So I was still kind of the fresh meat on the block, especially because we like missed the second half of my freshman year. So nobody really knew me that well.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to prove myself. We did the fucking pacer push-up test where it's down, up, down, up. I was kind of chubby that year, and I still got like 25 or something. So I was like, hey, that's not bad, because there were some MFs who were pulling like fucking 2s. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I was kind of proving myself that year. I also played like, when we would play basketball, we would play like horse or whatever, and I would play against an actual basketball player, and I was matching him on his shots. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm insane at gaming. I was the
Damn.
biggest gamer on the planet, let me tell you. But then, like, I took another PE
He puts
class
the
this
gay
year.
in gamer.
Yeah, I do, baby. I was sucking and fucking on the court like a machine. But I think this year I took a class this year, literally called like fucking team sports or something, where we would just play sports during every class and not do any conditioning. So it's like they give you a reward for your last class where you can like take team sports or dual and individual sports. Those are the 2 classes, and then you just get to play sports the whole time, and it counts as a Phi Ed credit. So
Oh, that's cool.
we would play soccer for a bit, and I would always go off when we played soccer because I was like, this is my sport, and people pick me because they want to win. And there were a couple other soccer players, but I was the only one who was an all-conference player. Let me tell you, my boy. So I was the guy people would pick, and I would kind of go off in that.
I wasn't.
But then there are also those like shitty, silly games where like one of them was called Gaga Ball. I don't know if you've ever heard of that shit, but it's like,
Gaga ball. I have not.
it's like this game where you have like this bouncy ball and you're in a big ring with walls on it, and then you have to run up and hit the ball, like slap it with your hand, and if it hits somebody below the hips on their feet, they're out. So you're just running around slapping a ball at people's feet, and that was one of the games I would go off in. That's the type of game where I'd be running around like slide canceling in the game, trying to slap it
You were the
and hit
you
somebody.
were the fucking terrorizer.
Yeah, I know, because it was fun. It was so fun, man. We would just...
You know what? You know what I think of you?
Wait, what? What's up?
You're the type to steal balls from people in dodgeball.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I would do that. No, I wouldn't actually. I wouldn't do that. In dodgeball, I was dog shit at throwing the ball, but I was really good at catching the ball and dodging the ball. So, I would run around, and this was me all the way through like middle school and high school. I would just run around. I
Hmm.
would be jogging, running. I would be sliding. I would slide cancel on fucking blacktop in middle school. In at my private school, we were required to wear khakis, and I would slide cancel. I would
Khakis.
slide cancel on the blacktop in my khakis. So that's what I would do, and I would come home, and there would just be like a pair of khakis that are just blackened. Because I wouldn't slide cancel that hard because I didn't want to rip them, or my mom would like rip me in half like a fucking like a pixie stick or some shit. I don't know what you rip in half, but
Mm.
she would do that. So I would like slide cancel, and then I also was known for being able to dodge when people throw two balls above each other in the air. There was like this one other guy who would go like really hard, and he was always on the other team because people picked us, and he would like coordinate
Right.
with his teammates. All right, I'm gonna throw high, you throw low. I would jump up, twist sideways in midair, and dodge both of them. I was that guy. I was the fucking sick dodgeball player. But then whenever I tried to throw the ball, it was the weakest shit you've ever seen. I was the opposite of a glass cannon. I was the fucking steel squirt gun or whatever you want to call it. I don't fucking know. So that was my thing. I would run that. I'd be running up the dodgeball on the block.
Shit.
So
He's a menace.
so what game in PE are you the best at then? Or are you the type of kid
Game
to
in
like
PE.
when it's time to run the court?
Badminton.
Oh, dude, I'm
Badminton,
dog
baby.
shit
I
at
love
badminton. I'm so
badminton.
dog shit at badminton.
Fucking love badminton. It's
It's so fun though.
I hate
It's so
I
fun.
hate it being like the one I'm best at
No, I
because
love
it's fucking
badminton.
badminton and
Yeah,
tennis is just superior.
we
But
don't have tennis because we're a
badminton
fucking
is
poor
just so
middle of
much
nowhere
fun.
school. We just have badminton. That's kind of hype. It is a really fun game though.
Oh,
But
it's so much fun.
in my last PE class, we had a badminton unit. We also did pickleball. We did both of them, and I was teamed
What the
up.
fuck is pickleball?
Pickleball it's like tennis, but you use a small wooden paddle, like a ping pong paddle size thing, and it's a wiffle ball. And then there's a net that's at like uh, hip level, I would say hip level. So then you have to
Oh,
hit it over that into the service courts or whatever. But like both of those, I have this friend, and he's like pretty athletic too. We were both like pretty big athletes, so we would run up the courts every single time, and we would not win a single game. We were the worst paddle sport players on the goddamn planet. It was disgusting. And I was so embarrassed all the time at just how terrible we were. Like, we would even lose to the teams of the kids who would be, like, standing there tying their shoes during the warm ups. Like, we'd lose to
what?
those kids. And it was like, dude, how are we so bad? And it's because my hand-eye coordination just isn't good enough. And that's what all the hours on Terraria have fixed. Now I have the best hand-eye coordination on the planet. Let me tell you, I know exactly what inputs
You
need to happen at the exact right time. I'm like a computer.
you guys will put any word in front of the word ball.
Well, no.
Fucking turtle ball,
Yeah. Pickleball.
football.
Oh, have you ever heard of fucking square ball or fucking elephant ball? Those are big games in the United States of America. He's
No, I
befuddled right
haven't
now
heard of either of those.
because they're fake and I just made them up. You just got trolled.
I was too busy playing soccer.
Yeah, soccer. Oh, do you guys call it football in Canada? Or is it soccer there?
The one ball sport that doesn't have the word ball in it.
Ah,
No, we don't.
okay.
It's soccer.
I was curious.
At least it's soccer in Ontario. It might be football somewhere else here.
I don't know if it's
I
an
doubt it.
American thing or an America's thing. So that's cool. I mean, it's football.
It's an Awaz
accent.
question.
Yeah, we should ask Awaz if he'd ever come back. Awaz, we miss you. I know you're listening to this. I'm reaching out to your heart right now. Fucking. I don't know.
Awaz.
I'm grabbing it through the camera right now, bringing it back. No, Awaz was busy. We understand that he's gone, and we have to live on without him. Now we've got
You're
Tommy.
grabbing Awaz?
I'm always grabbing Awaz. I made a little face at the camera just for everybody who's curious. But we've got Tommy now, and we love Tommy. Don't worry. He's gonna have a really easy week this week with only 2 of us on here.
I got it telepathically.
Yeah.
We love Tommy.
But like Tommy's gonna either have an easy week this week or a terrible week.
Yeah.
We haven't had any
If we even end up
Matrix
recording to
Dobby situations
an
in
hour
this episode
30.
yet. But there's a chance that like maybe I'll just
Oh,
disconnect for like 5 minutes and then he's gonna have to actually cut the episode, which
he crashed.
adds effort to it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. God damn it! Let me tell you. Fuck. What was I doing today? What did you do today, Aiden? What did you do today?
Wicked.
Oh, I know what I did today actually. Fuck. Aiden, are you listening to me right now? Oh, that's so fucking funny. Why does this happen every time?
We said third time's the charm, and it's not really working out. It says I've got no connection. What?
What's up, Aiden? I'm so glad that it literally
That was
crashes
funny.
as I'm talking about crashing.
Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah, I know. It crashes as I'm talking about crashing. Looks like fucking Tommy's gonna have to cut it. How far did I get for you? Because I was literally talking about how Tommy might have to actually cut stuff from the episode because of how much I'm gonna crash. But you know, we made it farther this time.
You crashed at 25:55
Okay,
for me.
I don't know what I was talking about at that
Or around
second,
there.
though. That's funny. That is kind of funny. I'm glad that happened as I was talking
Yeah.
about it. I guess I should just not talk about the Matrix, you know?
No. The Matrix is after us.
You know what I will
They're trying to ruin our episode.
You know what I will say is I think that crash was a blessing in disguise because I was running out of gas, and since my mouth was running, my brain wasn't running, and I didn't know what to talk about, but I actually know what to talk about now. So we're chill. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing I crashed like a fucking plane on
You're
September
straightforward.
11th, you know?
Constantly talking.
I am
Hold on,
flowing.
hold on. What?
What's wrong?
The September 11th, it just set me off.
Interesting date. Yeah, it is very interesting. Maybe
It's
you
a
are
really
a sleeper
interesting date.
agent. Every time someone says September 11th, you just go new. Just crash. No, I do actually have something to speak to you about though, Aiden. Because this is probably something better to talk to Jeff or Sully about than you. But I still want to speak about it because I think it's something cool I've been doing recently. I've been playing with a band recently, like an actual like band.
Ooh.
So like, I'll give you the whole story. I used to be a really good trumpet player. I used to be pretty damn good on the valves.
I play the trumpet. I play the trumpet.
Do you? That's crazy.
I do.
But I'm playing with like a cover.
This
band
is a good story to tell me.
Okay, I am playing with a cover band right
now.
now.
Shit,
but
cool.
Still, I've played trumpet for a very long time. I started in like 4th grade or something. I ended up like going to the state big conference like band thing. So I did that like my 8th grade year. I was pretty good. I played first trumpet on everything as a freshman when I was in high school. And then after that year, I just quit band because I needed to take advanced classes. So I've kind of been out of band ever since.
Oh.
I'm still currently not in band at school, but I managed to finally convince the band director to plead to the board that we could have a jazz band club. So now I'm first chair trumpet in the jazz band, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
So I have friends. I have this one guy who's just a beast on every instrument that you can name, and he can, no joke, play the guitar, the piano, and the harmonica at the same time. The dude is an animal.
What?
Yeah, he's fucking insane. Like, he'll play keys with the pedals on the piano, like, play a chord, play some notes on the guitar, switch the chord, and, like, be playing both of them at the exact same time, and then also have a harmonica on a stand and move side to side on it, so he can just, like, play any song, and it's fucking impressive as hell. And then his brother's a really good drummer, and then one of my other friends is an incredible bassist. So then we've just got, like, all of these guys. And they played a band with Jeff last year, and they wanted to call themselves the Monkeys.
Oh.
But then they couldn't, so they called themselves Los Monos, which is the monkeys in Spanish, just because monkeys are cool or something. I don't know if we can
Monkeys are cool.
say the name of it, but it's cool. It's fun. I don't think people will find them. Anyway, then this year...
Are you still pretty good at playing the trumpet?
So yeah, I've been playing jazz
I,
band, and I'm still ripping in the fucking high C range right now, pretty consistently. So that's where I'm at right now.
nice.
Huh? Are you contextualizing that right now? Are you trying to figure that
I,
out?
I played a little bit of trumpet. I'm pretty dog shit at it
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know how to do the lip shit. I'm
Yeah.
just god fucking terrible at it.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow I still got an A in my music class. So
I think band classes just mean you have to be in the class all the time and at least be trying. They can't grade you on the exact
pretty much.
skills that you have. It's tough because it's subjective. But like, I was able to. So you know, like the 5 lines on the treble clef or whatever, like the staff that you read off of.
Yeah.
So I can play notes that are above that staff pretty
What?
consistently. Is where I'm at right now.
Damn.
And that's like the shit I have to do. Like we're playing this one song called Gospel John, where I have to just rip in that register for like I don't know, like 32 measures or some shit, and it's disgusting. So I that's for the jazz band, but now we're doing this cover band shit. And Jeff's gone, he's off at college now, but all of us are still here. I didn't play with them last summer when they did a couple gigs. So I'm just with them now, and I'm playing like some brass parts on some songs. And I'm also trying to get into singing some songs because I also do sing a lot. And basically, there's also this other guy on the band who is also named Wyatt, which is really funny. He's from a
Oh.
nearby town. He doesn't even go to our school, but he's just good at saxophone, and the bass guy knows him. So he just came along, and we've got the Wyatt section. And I play trumpet all the time. We do like a lot of songs from like the. We've got a lot of like classic rock shit going on right now, like the Eagles or any of
Uh,
those bands. The type of stuff that Sully would know and like listen to consistently. Which I don't know if that's cringe or not, but that's the fun stuff to play when you have like a whole band. We've got a drummer, bassist, guitar guy, and like a talk box too. I don't know if you know what a talk box is, but it's like
talk boxes?
yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah. And he connects it to his guitar, and then like he can just do the wow, 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 and it's awesome. Love
The
that.
wah-wah.
Yeah, the wah wah. He can do the zaza, and it's
You gotta
beautiful.
you gotta you gotta bring your trumpet on. You gotta give us a solo someday.
Yeah, one of these days. I am now playing a solo for my fucking state solo ensemble thing now, so that's gonna be really fun. Class A solo, fucking Andante et Allegro, and I have to learn that shit in like it's April 1st. I have exactly 1 month to learn it, and I haven't even gotten the sheet music for it yet. So that's gonna be really cool. I'm a little worried,
Oh shit.
and I think this is gonna be the first time I don't get a gold if I don't put a lot of time into it. But you know, I love overworking myself in every capacity possible. So that's what I'll be doing for the next month.
Overworking yourself is so much fun.
I do. I love burnout because I love when I get to the point of burnout and then I'm like, maybe I just need to do more stuff and I'll be revitalized again. That's what I do.
I've been so burnt out lately.
Yeah. Well,
It, it,
I've got a lot
it's
of
so hard to
classes.
do
You have a
anything.
lot of classes too, though, because you're trying to like make up your.
I have 6 classes this
Yeah,
semester.
that's gross. That's really
It's
gross.
it is gross. I've already got one of the credits, but
Hmm.
it's a lot.
I have 5 classes this semester, I think, and 2 of them are AP. Another 2 of them are AP, and the other ones are all AP level. All 3 of the other ones, which is kind of yucky.
So
But we don't have an
I'm gonna
AP
be a
program.
Canadian for a second. What the fuck is AP?
AP is it's short for advanced placement, and it basically means it's a class where
Oh,
you can take a test at the end of the class, and that can count as college credit at some places depending on what your score is. But then
so it's just like a university level credit
it's a
at like a high
university
school.
level credit, but you have to take the test to get the credit. Otherwise, you just take a hard high school class, and it doesn't count for anything other than people see it
Right.
on your application and be like, "Oh, you took a hard class and got an A or whatever," you know? So then it's like
Hmm.
we don't my school's trying to cut all of AP classes because they don't want to fucking pay for them or something. I don't know. They're just weird. So they're trying to cut all of the AP classes, so we just have a few like upper level classes that are on par with AP classes, but we can't actually do them as AP classes and take the test. So then I'm just kind of cucked, and I'm afraid that impacts my college applications. But it is what it is,
Oh.
you know. So I've just got like a full AP level schedule, but then only 2 of the classes I'm taking are actually AP. And I'm taking like an American history one and the second calculus one, and those are the AP ones. And then I've got like advanced chemistry and fourth semester Spanish. So I'm just on that shit.
Shit,
Yeah, which is funny because I think if I go
the
to
grind.
college, I would drop Spanish and take a different language. Cause
Dude, I don't know how you do as much work as you do. I would actually just die. I would curl up and die.
I just
Like you do so much in a
I like
day.
to grind. I don't know why. I just like the feeling of having a lot of pressure on myself and then playing Terraria instead of doing it, but still somehow being okay. That's kind of a good feeling. I also love
I
the
get these
insomnia that
like
comes with it.
I get these like 2 week intervals every like 2 weeks. I'm like super productive, whatever, doing my shit, and then next 2 weeks I've done nothing.
Yeah,
I'm currently in those 2 weeks. It is
I know
awful.
exactly how you feel. I did this thing for a while where I was really organized and I felt really good all the time. And I was like, I would do this thing. I have a bunch of note cards that have just been on my desk ever since a project I did in my honors English class. So what I would do is every single night I would go to bed at the same time and I would get up at the same time every single day. I would go to bed at I think 10 p.m. flat every night, but I would say I have to turn off my computer at 9:30. That was my thing. So I would do that, and then I would go take a shower right after 9:30. I would limit my shower to like 7 minutes. I was like a machine. I was like a robot. And then after that, I would come into my room, stretch, and then I did this crazy thing where I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get clothes ready for the next day, so I don't have to do it in the morning, which was fucking insane. That was crazy shit. I don't know how I did that, but I would then weigh myself at night and then I would get my note cards out and I would write down, all right, what is everything I need to do tomorrow? I would write all that down, and then I would take my note card from the last day and I would check off everything I did, and I'd be like, I didn't do that. I should move that to tomorrow. And then I would write down like fuck one thing that I did that day that I thought was really funny because this was like the beginning of the podcast. So I was like, oh, if I have a favorite bit from the day, I'll do that. And then on the other side, I was like, all right, things that were good that happened today. So I'd be happy and I would do all that stuff. I'd be like a machine. I would do like all of the fucking self improvement guru shit. And I felt really good
Yeah.
all the time. But then I got really sick during that time when my power went out for like a day or whatever, and I got really sick on that same day and had the flu, the influenza. You know, our fucking short that does really well on Instagram for some reason.
Right.
The one that has like
Where Billy just doesn't know that
12,000
flu
views.
is influenza.
And then every single person in the comments is bitching on me for complaining about having power for or not having power for a day. And then I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
know I sound like a little bitch.
You have haters.
I know, I
You have
have.
haters.
I do have religious haters. And I think that's fair. I think I was complaining about something that people have to live with on a daily basis. And I think I was a little bitch for that, but I'll admit that I'm a little bitch and that it kind of still sucked. All right? I'm okay with that. But on that short, I gave the situation. Well, I was also meal prepping and
Hmm.
like eating exact macros every single day up until that point. But on that day, I had to break because I couldn't warm up my meals because the microwave was out. So I broke. And my mom had gone to town and gotten like a few packages of peanut M&Ms, and she was like, "¿Quieres?" And I was like, "Sí." So I took it, and I just spoke a little Spanish there for you,
See.
just in case. In case you didn't know, I said "you want" and then "yes." So I took the
Oh shit! Like the dog
yeah,
meme.
the Gyrus, the and he's handing you the blunt. Yeah,
Yes.
but I ate those fucking M&Ms and then I felt like shit. I was like, dude, I just broke my thing because you know my favorite thing that comes with being a hobbyist bodybuilder is body dysmorphia. That's my favorite shit. Uh, but I basically ate all of the M&Ms, felt like shit, was sick, and then I laid there and I didn't have the strength to just get up and be like, all right, I'm still gonna do my affirmations or whatever, all the shit I have to do tomorrow, and get myself happy. And then I just passed out and fell asleep. And then the next day I was like, I can just put it off till tomorrow. And then I just haven't done that since fucking December or whenever that was. And I'm like,
Never ever say I'll put it off till
yeah,
tomorrow.
I know that
Never.
was the problem. So
With ADHD, if you have ADHD and you say I'm gonna put that off and I'm gonna do it later, you're not gonna do it for the next month.
yeah, that is kind of the truth. So I just like I haven't done it in forever, and I feel like if I started doing it again, my life would be so much better. But I just don't want to start again, and I should. I should. But like, I could show you some of the shit I did. Like, I have this box right here. It was the same box I used in
You
my
can't show me.
Luck Be a Landlord video. But let's see. Like this one, December 1st, 2022. I had like finish my sociology homework, all this stuff. Get Lost Cause show recorded. Cook lunches. Uh,
You
run Lost
write
Cause
down your
gaming.
schedule?
Yeah, exactly. These were all things I had to do, and then I was like, think of main channel videos, all that shit. And then my bit of the day that I wrote down, the thing that I thought funniest that somebody or myself had done that day, was something I did in the car with my brother, where I made a New York man voice, and I was like, "Hey, I'm jerking off over here. Can't you see me stroking my cock?" And I did that on an actual episode. You know, like these are things that I had thought of that were just funny bits, or then I like use them
Yeah.
in a video or whatever, that kind of thing, like the idea of playing the brown note in an Uber as the only song in an
Hey, I'm
Uber.
stroking you.
Hey, I'm stroking here. I'm stroking off. Let me tell you. And then I would like on the other
I'm
side.
stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick.
I'm stroking my shit right now. I got lotion on my cock. But then on the other side, I wrote highlights of the day. I had a really good workout day, and then big schoolwork day, and Aidan finished editing the podcast. That's one of them on there. And I finished all my cooking.
Yo, I'm in his notes.
Yeah, you always on my mind. Let me tell you. What was the last day I did this?
With the delays I give, I should be on everyone's mind.
That's all right. It's fun. You're on our minds for a good reason. December 15th. December 15th was the day my life fell apart. That's funny.
Oh,
But yeah, that was
September 11th is the day my life fell apart.
September
Holy
11th,
shit, English.
a few years ago. I was doing a bit in the video I'm writing right now because I committed like what would technically be a war crime in the cult of the Lamb by killing a bunch of civilians. I tied it to an event in American
Right.
history known as the My Lai massacre in Vietnam, where they just gunned down a bunch of civilians and then like nobody got very badly punished. One guy like got 3 years in prison, and I was pointing it out, and I looked up the My Lai massacre because I was like, I need to make sure I get these facts right. I fact check my bits, you know. And
Uh-huh.
turns out the My Lai massacre happened exactly on my birthday, but like many years before.
Shit,
which
really?
is really funny. It happened on March 16th, 1968, which was
You were born on the anniversary.
I was born on the anniversary, which is crazy. So I thought that was interesting. So I was born on the
That
date
is
of
pretty
a tragedy.
interesting.
I was born on the date of a tragedy, so maybe I can. I don't want to claim that. That's for sure. That's a fucked up situation, but it happened. So that's
Nah, it was all your fault.
it was my fault. They knew that I would be born later, and that was fucked up. So then I was only following orders. Like the whole thing that happened with that was like, for anybody who doesn't know and isn't a fucking history kid like I have to be right now. It was basically the U.S. Army was in Vietnam. They were in like a little village, and supposedly a bunch of soldiers were ordered by their commanding officer to gun down all of the civilians, and then everybody was like, I was just following orders, and they had like a Geneva Convention type shit where they were like, you've done war crimes, Nuremberg trial type shit. And then like one guy got roasted, and he wasn't even the commanding officer, and he got roasted, and then the commanding officer was like, nah man, that's cap, I didn't actually tell them to do that, and he got off like scot-free.
Nah, cap.
And then like the one guy was given a life sentence, which then got reduced to 20 years, and then he ended up just getting released on parole after 3.5 years. And it was like, dude, there were like a lot of deaths that day, and nobody got punished for it, and that's kind of fucked up. Because we
It's
as
kinda
the
fucked
United
up.
States can't hold ourselves to the same standards that we held Nazi officers to, even though we committed atrocities on our own, and that's fucked up. So I
It's
thought
pretty
that was
fucked up.
interesting, and I made it a joke in my video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tragedies!
I mean-
Let's go!
I mean, I've made 9/11 jokes, and that was far more recent, so I don't know. But I mean, more people know about American war crimes now, so that's a good thing. But
Yeah, spreading the word.
You gotta spread the word. Everybody's gotta know.
You gotta
you-
spread the word.
What do you know about Canadian history? Because I know nothing about Canadian history other than that
Canadian history is pretty fucking boring.
there was a time.
Other than that, we've burned your White House down twice.
Yeah, you guys did do that, but there was also a time I think it was
Oh shit!
early on.
Wait, World War One is fucking insane.
Is it?
World War One is insane. We tortured prisoners. We
Yeah,
were like the Nazis.
dude. America had fucking concentration camps that they called internment camps where they put all the Japanese people during World War II. Yeah, everybody's kind of fucked up, but then they brush over it. It's messed up. But there was this one situation.
I
Or go ahead, actually. Fuck you.
no,
Talk.
sure. Um, so I know a little bit. We have really bad Native history, like
Oh,
terrible Native
we
history.
do too,
Do you
man.
know
Trust me.
about the? No, ours is much
Oh no,
worse.
you have the boarding schools. Yeah. God damn.
So like last year or maybe a year ago, they found like
The bones. Yeah.
buried graveyards of just tons and tons of natives. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still finding like these huge just burial grounds full of them,
Oh, it's
and
disgusting.
it's insane
It's
how
terrible.
all this shit happened, and it's not even that long ago. They stopped in 1999, I
Yeah,
think.
no, it was like the 60s was when it was really big because they were like, yeah, we don't want to have reservations. We're going to be cool and we're going to anglicize all of them.
Residential schools are insane.
Yeah, and it was like they took all of these kids and they put them in these schools. And it was like, we're going to teach you how to be white. And it was like really weird to begin with. And then they were just killing them. Just fucking killing them. It was crazy.
They just ended in 1996. Like
Yeah.
that's not even that long
It
ago.
is actually disgusting. That is a smear on your fucking
It's
country.
insane.
Ours isn't much better. We just fucking put them in bubbles and then like just fuck them over. It's kind of fucked up, honestly. Just the way that natives are treated in these countries, but I think everybody kind of knows that it's fucked up, and some people just pretend that it's not fucked up and don't think about it, and it's messed up. I
Yeah.
hate that history. But you know what? You know what's a funny thing? A funny thing that happened.
About history?
Uh, it was early American shit, and I think it
Mm-hmm.
was during the Revolutionary War. We wanted to get assistance from Quebec, where there were a bunch of French people that
Ooh.
had just kind of moved back there, but it was still British owned territory. And we were like, "Hey, come
Right.
join the cause and fight back against the British." So we had a bunch of guys march up to Quebec and take it over and then be like, "Guys, join us in the fight." But everybody there was just like, "Nah, man, the British actually treat us pretty good." And they were like, "Just leave." And then all of the Americans just left. They were like, "Oh, you guys don't want to help?"
What? You're saying we could just not have Quebec right now?
Well, not the way things worked out, but yeah, it was a British colony at the time, and it used to be French, and then after the French and Indian War is what we call it. It was called the 7 Years' War everywhere else, but after
Quebec
that,
hates Canada.
yeah, after that,
They're trying to separate.
literally all of the French shit got turned over to the British. But then some French people were like, "Can we just go back to Quebec, please?" or some shit like that. And then they all went to Quebec again. And then we were like, "Join us and take out the British." And they were like, "Nah, man." And then we just left. It was sick. I don't do much history shit now. I feel like a nerd. But sometimes history shit can
I don't
be
know anything
goofy
about
and
history.
funny, and other times it's just awful and atrocious, and it sucks.
I live in the moment, baby.
I always MFs who be living in the moment. Do you ascribe to stoicism, Aiden?
Stoicism?
Do you know what stoicism is? It's a philosophy.
I think I know it, but I couldn't I know it, but I couldn't describe
Yeah,
it.
my friend and I in our chemistry class like to just throw out broad like fish hooks to our chemistry teacher. Like one day we were just like, "Dude, you ever like notice the fog?" Like we're running this shit on him. We're like,
What?
you know how like when you're sitting there and the fog hits your brain, and then you can't feel anything and you feel like numb and like you're not there. You know that feeling? And we're all just we're like just piling on,
Yeah.
and it's like there's honey in my skull, and everything that enters just floats around and dissolves in the honey. And he's like, this feeling can come from trauma. And I was like, yeah, the trauma you put me through every day or some shit like that. I don't remember. We just fuck with that teacher a lot. And basically we were talking to him about, wait, what the fuck was I talking about? I got caught up on the fog. Oh, stoicism. And we were like, dude, you ever just be like, nah, I
Yeah.
can't deal with that shit. It doesn't affect me. I couldn't control it. Why care about it? And he's like, well, what about the emotions from witnessing a traumatic event? And I'm like, dude, it is what it is. What am I gonna do about it? It is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever. And he's like, but what about like the feelings of trauma? It is what it is. You can't do anything about it. And we're just stun locking this teacher by just saying it is what it is to everything, and it's awesome. I love doing that shit.
There's no counter argument to it. Is what it is.
There's
Like what are you gonna do?
like, I mean, the only counter argument is that you're gonna
Can't
be
unfuck that turkey, mom.
It is what it is. I know that
It is what it is.
The Thanksgiving turkey, but you can't do shit about it. It is what it is. So why care? And I mean, the actual counter argument is, dude, you're still gonna remember that shit, and it's gonna be disgusting and terrible in your brain. But I mean, if you is what it is,
Yeah.
maybe it'll go away someday. But you'll live with trauma. That's a thing. Trauma's real.
Trauma is real.
I
insane.
learned that the other day. God damn it! You want to see a picture?
What did you have like trauma? Oh, okay.
No,
Sure, I'll see a
what were you
picture.
saying? I'm gonna send you this picture on Discord right now.
I was gonna say like bro had trauma flashbacks and then just said it is what it is and then just
Yeah.
walked off.
I am a fan of it is what it is. I'm finding the picture for you right now.
It's a great mindset.
So I was on Instagram, and I was scrolling. Oh my god,
Mhm.
it's 1.89 megabytes. This is gonna take a while. I'll give you context. So imagine you have your girlfriend and
There
you
it
want to
is.
go to prom.
What the fuck?
And you want to go to prom. How do you think your girlfriend would react to you asking her to prom with this promposal that I just sent you? For the audio listeners, fuck you. I'll explain it, but it's also gonna show up on screen for the video viewers. Basically, it on the back it says chick and then in parentheses in, so it's like chicken to my nugget at prom, and then there's a picture of chicken nuggets on the sign, and then there's a man in a bathtub. And he is in a large brown bag with holes cut out at the eyes and no other holes in it. So he kind of looks like one of those ghost costumes. And then he's in a bathtub filled with approximately 60 to 70 chicken nuggets. And
I don't know if I can say this, but we'll just blur it out. He looks like the opposite of a KKK member.
yeah, I would say that, like, I don't know if we should say that. I'd say we probably shouldn't.
We shouldn't. We'll probably blur that out. I just that's just amazing.
That's an
I
observation.
want that to be me, kind of.
I mean,
kinda
I
want that
guess
to be
I
me.
would say that no, we
but
don't
also-
blur that. I'd say that he looks like, yeah, a KKK member with a brown robe is what he looks like, but there's no point.
The brown robe.
I'm trying
yeah.
to contextualize this, but yeah, that is kind of what he looks like. He's obviously not a KKK member, and he's just saying
he's a chicken
to my
nugget
nugget
member.
at prom. How do you think your girlfriend would react to this exact situation?
She would probably just call me a bitch and then like punch me and then walk off.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Aiden, have you been in Is
she
What It
would-
Is
she would-
everything?
Uh.
Well, yeah, what would
No,
you say
she
after
would
punches you?
probably laugh. She would probably laugh,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think this is awesome.
But I wouldn't go to prom with that outfit.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying this is the promposal. I think
The
I would totally
promposal.
run this though. I would totally run this. I think this would be really funny. I went to prom with 2 girls last
Can
year.
I
It was the
run
thing
it
I
with
did.
like a brown suit?
With a brown suit, and you're just in a no, you get a bathtub like full of barbecue sauce. It's full of barbecue sauce.
It's just attached to my back.
You've got a bathtub full of barbecue sauce. You have a pure white suit, and you're sitting in the bathtub full of barbecue sauce. And then there's like a bunch of chicken nuggets on the top of it, like you're in a bowl of alphabet soup, is what it looks like. Imagine that scenario. You look like the fucking Unis Honest suit,
Ooh.
and you're sitting in there, and you're
It's
surrounded by
relaxing.
chicken nuggets, and you're like, you look at her when she enters the bathroom because she's at your house, and you're like, you wait for her to have to shit or something, or like your mom's standing there, and you're in the bathtub currently sitting there, and you're like, well, yeah, if you
Chicken to my nugget at
if you have to
prom.
go to the bathroom or anything, like he's just upstairs finishing something up, you can just run to the bathroom real quick. He'll be down in a second or whatever. And then she walks into the bathroom expecting to take a piss, and she's greeted by a man in a white suit in a bathtub full of barbecue sauce. I think that's an interesting thought experiment. Because it's not what would you do, it's what would this person that you don't think like but know pretty damn well. What do you think that person would do? It's an interesting question, you know? That's all I'm saying.
It is. I'm looking at his legs right now.
Yeah, he's also
and
surrounded.
they
in
look
saran
like
wrap.
unnatural.
He's
They look unnatural.
He's also got a lot of saran wrap on him. I'd say that's also kind of an
I
important
don't I
situation.
don't remember chicken nuggets having saran wrap
Well,
on them.
you've never gotten individually wrapped chicken
Maybe I haven't been
nuggets?
eating them right. Maybe I've never had them right.
I go to the grocery
Maybe they
store
taste
looking for
better.
the individually wrapped chicken nuggets because they have a little bit of an extra stringiness to them when I rip apart the plastic with my teeth. I kind of love that.
Like fresh
Yeah,
pizza.
just it's got the cheese pull from the stuffed crust Pizza Hut shit. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Stuffed crust chicken nuggets. Christ.
But yeah, I think so. Last year when I went to prom with two girls, and it was a funny situation.
You were dual
I
wielding.
was dual wielding because I thought it was a funny thing. And there was this one girl who was like, I was gonna go with a friend already, and I was like, just I will go with both of you. And she was down to run it, and so was her friend. So then we had like pictures with the entire group, and like we did individual pictures, and I just like had both arms out, like both shoulders, and just a girl on each shoulder, and it was funny. But it was like I looked like a douchebag, but it was the joke is that I'm not a douchebag, so it was funny. That's the joke.
Tommy, edit women right next to me.
Yeah, edit women right next to him. Have you seen those videos of that TikTok thing that like swipes side by side and gets every single frame? And there's like the one guy who's like he looks like the classic TikTok fuckboy, and then he has his one girl, and she goes to the other side, so it's her on both sides. And then like you have the
Oh
one
yeah.
guy who's just standing there in the dark room, and there's no one on either side, and it just swipes all the way across the screen, and he doesn't make a sound. I love that video.
Yeah, I fucking love those.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Speaking of TikTok,
Oh shit.
I had one topic. I had one topic this week. I
Are
had
you
one
talking
topic,
about the
and I
1
really
hour
wanted to
limit
talk about
on
it.
TikTok thing? Or...
Well, no.
Okay.
Well, that's a thing.
You go ahead with your thing, and
Why?
I will speak to you about this after you explain.
Yeah. So, I've been browsing the web as I do. I recently re-downloaded Instagram for some reason, and I found this account called Freakbait.
Yeah.
And Freakbait is very funny. Every day, he will assign you a mission.
Oh shit! I've seen this
And
account.
this mission is usually something ridiculous. Yeah. So, one of the missions recently was actually it was today. It was pretend you're on a phone call and just say really ridiculous shit. So, I do exactly that. I go to the cafeteria, like near a group of people, and I talk about my refrigerator and how it shouldn't be running; it should be standing still. And I'm very upset over this. This factor is really upsetting me, and they are giving me looks, and it is hilarious. And these are just so much fun to do.
I've run a similar.
And
bit
I'm
to
gonna
that
try to
before.
make it.
I have.
I'm gonna try to do it every day. I'm doing all the
You should
missions.
make a video about it.
Unless it's
You
like
should make a video about it.
I should. Shit, I should.
Yeah, honestly. I
Yeah.
would say that's a good idea. Make sure you finish your other one first, your boss baby one. But
It would be third in line because I've got two in line right now.
shit, he's got two in line. God damn it, he's just like me now.
Yeah.
We're both thinking of ideas all the
Well,
time.
I gotta work on the second one while I just can't do any work on the boss baby
Oh, of
one.
course,
So
yeah. That's fair. God damn. But like I've
Yeah.
done a similar bit to this
my
before.
fucking camera guy's in Cuba. Fuck you. I know you're watching this, cunt.
He's off in the hills of Cuba right now. Fucking dudes. I've been in the hills, fucking dudes.
Yeah.
You know that shit. That's what he's doing right now.
He's been in the hills, fucking dudes. Yeah.
But I was running a similar bit to this because I listened to this podcast called The Yard, and it's a podcast with Ludwig, the popular YouTube streamer. Sorry. And there was like this thing early on where they were talking about this bit that he runs a lot, where he will like be on a phone call and then tactically press the mute button when he's on like the phone with like his parents or like something like that, and just say like fuck you, you stupid bitch, I fucking hate you, like that kind of thing. And I'm sad to say that I have jacked that bit in conversation with my friends before, where I'll like call my mom and like like shut your fucking mouth, you asshole. Because
Shut the fuck
you
up. You
literally
may have birthed me, but I'm the top G
when
now.
you keep talking, it makes me want to kill myself. Like running shit like that. Because I think it's
Like while they're
because
speaking.
it's I live life to get reactions from others. I will say that's very important to me. I love that.
That's a fun way to
Yeah,
live.
I live life only for others, and I just serve too much. I'm a public servant. You could call me a you could call me a hero if you were willing. But yeah, I'll run that bit
Right.
a lot. I saw another freak bait one where it was like something about being in a toilet stall, but I can't remember exactly what the whole thing was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was the one where you put macaroni under the toilet seat.
Oh,
devious
Yeah,
as
that is
fuck.
devious as fuck. Yeah, that's the type of shit that I would love to do. It's awesome. But I
I'm doing that one tomorrow. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
turn off the lights in the bathroom while somebody's in the stall and then close the door. I saw this
Oh.
other one where like every person is afraid to take a loud shit when somebody walks into the public bathroom, right? And somebody's shitting. So
Yeah.
it's like you've been in that situation where somebody walks into the public bathroom when you're
Mm-hmm.
shitting and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, they're just taking a piss. I'll just like not make a sound. I won't let the gates open,
I'm a
you know?
see. I got this problem. I'm a loud pisser. So as soon as someone,
Damn.
even if I'm pissing, as soon as like I'm stopping that stream, okay? I
You
don't
can
care how
pinch it
painful it
off?
is. I'm stopping
Oh
that
my
stream.
god, I'm so
I can
impressed.
pinch it
I'm so
off.
fucking
It's
impressed
it,
right
it
now.
really it really hurts. It really hurts, but I can pinch it off.
No, that's impressive as fuck. I respect that. You can pinch off the fucking stream.
Oh
So like, you ever
yeah,
get somebody sitting in the stall and it's like, damn, bro, you pissed really loud. You frying chicken over there?
yeah.
You
That's
frying
happened
chicken over
before.
there? God
Happened.
damn it. No, but like,
I was at my
uh,
girlfriend's house once, and she was in the kitchen, and she could hear me pissing.
dude,
And she knocked on the door, and she was like, "Can you piss any
that's
quieter?"
no, that's alpha as
It
fuck.
was so
That's alpha
fucking
as fuck.
funny. That's so funny.
Especially at a significant other's house, pissing so loud that they can hear you from the kitchen. That's incredible.
Yeah.
No, I give this experience of somebody taking a shit and being afraid to like let it rip when there's another person in the room, because that's something that I've done a few times. I've gotten over that recently by just like shitting as loudly as possible to scare
Mm.
people. But basically,
That's so fucking alpha.
but basically, people will get afraid, right? And you know that about people. So this one video I saw told you, well,
Oh yeah.
somebody's in there yo-yoing a turd. That's exactly what the guy said in the video, because he's afraid of you. When you leave, like use the hand dryer or whatever, and then open the door, close it loudly, and then as you're leaving, open the door and close it again. So the person thinks that another person has entered the bathroom, and then we'll just
Oh, that's
sit there
so fucking mean.
incredibly anxious with like a turd hanging by a thread from their butthole, and then it's like just terrified of dropping the log. And I think that's a psyop that I want to run sometime. I tried it one time, but I didn't close the door loud enough because it had a really like slow hinge, so then I couldn't slam it. So I was kind of sad.
Damn.
But that would have been such a fire bit to run, just to like scare somebody.
Shit, I might not be able to do the macaroni thing.
Why?
My school has every single male bathroom closed right now.
Oh,
All
what?
of them.
Dude.
I know. Because some fucks have been
Oh
vandalizing
yeah, it happens. I
in the
guess.
bathrooms. And so they decided to just close them all, like as a punishment. But it's kind of a bullshit punishment because the people that don't vandalize the bathrooms
You can't piss. Yeah.
kind of need to go.
You can't
They need to
piss.
go. They need to go.
Yeah, no, we had the same thing happen last year. Like, it was never a problem, but then the freshman class last year loved
But
drawing hentai on the
oh,
stalls.
fuck
It is
freshmen.
freshman, dude.
Fuck
It's always
freshmen.
freshman. Because, like, when you're a freshman, it's like, I'll do this devious shit, but I don't understand that there could be consequences to this. But, like, as you get older,
The
you'll
freshmen's
do devious shit, and it's like, I know
oh.
that there won't be significant
Yeah.
consequences for this. That's the difference. So, like, we had to...
When I was a freshman, so I'm just gonna quickly throw this off. When I was a freshman, I'm gonna ask you what your fucking freshman thing was after.
Mhm.
But when I was a freshman, what the guys would do is they would go to, so there's this like health and safety thing on the side of the school, and you can get free condoms there. How
They
generous!
don't do that around
The students would grab a handful of like 50 condoms. They'd open up the wrappers and they just throw it at the school.
Damn, that's awesome, actually. And it looks like fucking...
Yeah.
It looks like just a bunch of, like, cooked pasta on the ground.
And they called me down because they thought I was doing it.
Yeah, well, I told you about the thing that happened my freshman year. That was on the previous episode with, like, the guy who shit on the
Shoot,
floor.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, that was the big thing.
Yeah.
And did I tell you guys that it wasn't actually shit? I asked the dean of students about it.
No, you
this year.
didn't.
Yeah, no, this year I asked him about it. I was like, hey, you remember when there was poop on the floor and there was the hey dude foot mark? And he was like, yeah, no, it was a Snickers bar. And I was like,
What?
how did that not hit you? And I was like, did you like bend over and take a bite of it? Like, did the janitor like accidentally drop it and watch it crack open and there were peanuts and caramel inside of it? Like, what? So it was crazy. It was a crazy situation. I don't know. It was silly. But, fuck. That was the thing that happened my freshman year. There wasn't a lot that happened my freshman year because we weren't that devious at first because the seniors like to keep
Really?
everybody in line.
You got
And then
lucky.
like the second half of the year when the devious shit happens, we got put on lockdown for quarantine. So then that was the thing. Yeah, this is the tale of a Zoomer who lived through COVID-19 at school. That's crazy. That's a perspective.
You went to school during some of
Oh,
COVID?
dude, my school was like we live in
That shit wasn't even in
we
Canada
live
yet, and we
in
were already
fucking
in
we live
lockdowns.
in yeehaw rural land where I live. So like everybody was like, send the kids back to school and masks are the devil.
Oh,
Yeah, so we ended up going back to school at the beginning of 2021, like in full force, like normal. And they were like, masks are encouraged, but if we enforce them, the school board will get mad. So people just wouldn't wear masks. And I was like, what the fuck? I
that's
was
kind of
always wearing
retarded.
mine, and everybody was like, you fucking liberal. And I was like, dude, I just don't want to get sick. I don't know.
Isn't that it though?
Yeah.
I don't understand why people get so mad. Like, oh, you're wearing a mask. You need to be exiled.
Yeah, it's because people are fucking weird, and they're like, you can't tell me to do something, and it's like, dude, you wear a fucking shirt into the store. They tell you to do that.
So
Are
you're
you gonna
telling me
walk?
I can take the loudest fucking piss, but you're gonna get upset at me when I wear a face
Yeah, I
mask?
know. People are weird. You probably don't have as much of that because you actually live in a fairly populous area. It's not like my fucking bumfuck nowhere 2,000 population town where everybody's related to each other somehow. I don't know.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird?
What?
I was already wearing face masks even before COVID.
Yeah.
I had these, and you can make fun of me. I had these anime face masks, and I was like, this shit is so cool. So I'd wear them every day to school, and then COVID happened, and I was like, I told all of you guys, even though I had no idea.
God.
Face masks are the future.
That is a little cringe, but I won't rag you too hard for it. That's okay. Yeah, I was just like, I looked at my brothers, and I was like, you think this mask shit's all right, you know? Like, what are they gonna do next?
He spoke trucker for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, I'm trying to speak trucker. I love making trucker bombs on the side of the highway. You know what trucker bombs are?
Trucker. No,
That-
please tell me.
That's what they call when you piss in a gallon jar and fill it all the way up and then throw it out on the side of the highway. Those are called trucker bombs.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know too much redneck culture shit that you would never even begin to understand.
No, that's
Yeah, I
awesome.
know. Trucker bombs are cool.
Because I'm a little town guy.
Yeah, I'm teaching you about the wild forests of Wisconsin right now, where we go along the highway and we scour for trucker bombs, just so we can bring them home
Need
to
like
our
a
family.
National Geographic video on Wisconsin.
Yeah, kids used to go out and fetch water in pails. We just look for trucker bombs for our family to drink. That's how we survive. There's free lemonade on the side of the highway for us to consume, and we go for that shit. We drink it up. It's a little tangy, but it's alright.
Ugh. Just a little.
We're hunter gatherers up here. We we be running around scavenging. God, what else is some weird
Always.
shit that people do up here? There's a lot of weird shit that people do up here, man. That's all I'm saying. But god damn, what was like? Oh, I was gonna tell you about that hour TikTok thing. There's like some
Oh yeah.
there's some thing on TikTok, and it's like they might implement this, and it's like I saw an article about it, or like a teacher showed me an article about it today, and it was like they're gonna make it so every minor under the age of 18 will not be able to use TikTok for more than 1 hour a day. And I was like,
What?
dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, unless they require ID,
That's
which is like
weird.
some crazy, insane people shit. Like, people are just gonna make accounts that say they're older than 18. Like, haven't you ever like? How do you think? How do you think kids get on?
Haven't you ever made an email
adult
before?
Sites? Like, that's people just lie about their age, and like requiring the ID on the internet is a fucking crazy thing to do. So like, yeah, it's
That's weird, but I kind of get it.
the ID
Like
on
the more I
internet
think
thing?
about it, I kind of get
The
it.
ID on the internet.
No, the 1 hour
Oh yeah, totally. Well,
like
I mean,
limit. Like I get it, cause that app is addicting as fuck.
yeah, totally. I mean, it would actually save my life.
I'm not
if
touching
it
it.
turned off after an hour, and then I was like, shit. I guess I have to go to Instagram Reels now. And then I would scroll that for 4 hours. Oh wait, Instagram Reels timer's up.
Ah.
Time to go to YouTube Shorts.
Ah,
then I
shit,
get
shorts time is up.
three-
Time to go back to
Three
TikTok.
distinctly different experiences on each of the websites. TikTok, I get weird, surreal videos, but not Under Time Slopper for some reason. Never Under Time Slopper, but any other weird, surreal shit. Instagram Reels, I get workout content and cooking content all the time, and then just general memes on Instagram. And then I go on YouTube Shorts, and I just get like a lot of workout content there still because I'd like watch a lot of workout
Really?
shit on there.
My shorts is
And
fucked.
then like Terraria shit.
I
I
got
get a lot of
Ben
Terraria on mine.
Shapiro,
How do you,
Top G.
dude? I get Andrew
Dude,
Tate
I don't
every
know what I
once in a
did.
while. I
I
will
don't know what I
say,
did, but I get Jordan Peterson. I get Ben Shapiro, Aidan Ross. I don't know what I did. I
yeah.
don't like any of them, and this shit's just appearing.
Dude, Aiden Ross has gotten so unhinged recently. Oh my
He
god.
fucked himself over so hard.
Yeah, we can talk about the Aiden Ross shit. God damn it. The dude literally just like he
I hate sharing that name with
yeah,
that guy.
it's not spelled the same way. Yours isn't spelled in the unhinged fucking 4-letter way. God damn it. Adin. That's yeah, it's so weird.
Then,
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he basically like for everybody who doesn't know, I'll just give the whole story. He's a huge he was a Twitch streamer, I guess, who like appealed to a
it
lot of like
was. Oof.
apolitical like 14-year-old boys. And then he eventually like got in with Andrew Tate and got on
And then completely
some
changed.
crazy weird like misogynist shit, which was just weird. And he got really into that. And now that Andrew Tate's gone, he's trying to carry the torch on his own. And he's giving off like these really cringe ass like 2014 like trolling the libs, owning the libs SJW rage compilation shit
Yeah.
where he's like, there are only two genders. And like anybody who cares about that like is so desensitized to that that nobody gives a shit when people say that anymore, which is funny because like dude, you're just dumb. I don't know, man. Because there's like literally the scientific community identifies sex and gender differently, and gender is a spectrum and sex is what you're assigned at birth. That's the difference. That's the difference between the two words.
Shit, really?
Yeah. No, that's how it works.
The more you know.
Yeah, and then like gender goes on a spectrum from
I've been
feminine to
educated.
masculine, and then sex. So that's like how you. Those are your mannerisms on a masculine to feminine scale, and then the sex is like what you're assigned at birth. That's kind of how that works in the scientific community. I also probably butchered it because I'm not like a professor of it or whatever, but that's my basic understanding. And
Where would you put me on the sex scale?
on the sex scale, well, on the sex scale, you've got a wheel.
Yeah.
But on the gender scale, you're a dude. You're definitely. I mean, it's also what you identify as personally, and you can place yourself on that. It's like, it's.
It's just who I am.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I mean, it's just like, if somebody says, "Hey, I'm a dude," it's the same thing as saying, "Hey, my name is Alex." All right, like, why would you
Pretty
be
much.
like, "No, I'm actually gonna call you Bill." Like, it's just cringe. Like, just treat people like people, I guess. And then like he's just trying to like trigger people, and it's like so funny because he's saying like
Sorry,
outdated
Wyatt?
shit, you know?
No, your name is Wendy now.
Your name is Wendy. Yeah, that's like. I mean, I watch a lot of fucking Hassan Piker on Twitch and shit, and that's the way he puts it. And I'm just regurgitating his shit, but it's a really good way of putting it. So,
It's a good example.
it is a good
It's
example.
not a bad example.
Yeah. So Aiden Ross got banned from Twitch for just being like a deplorable person, and then he signed on to the website that's sponsored by the gambling site Stake.com, and that's where he streams now. It's called Kick.com, and on there, like you just have to or I don't know, it's like co-owned by Trainwrecks, the old Twitch streamer who gambles all the time, like no life gambling streams where you can watch a man lose $1 million in like an hour and then make 50,000 in like an hour, and it's like fluctuating. Watching gambling is interesting, I will say. I do love watching gambling from time to time. But like,
I recently found out how much I've sunk into gambling.
have you gambled?
It's
Or
really bad.
are you just
Virtual
you're
gambling,
looking at
CS:GO gambling.
CS:GO and TF2 crates? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's really depressing.
Well, I mean,
I've sunk in about
go ahead. Yeah.
shit like 2K USD.
Yeah, I have a friend who spent like $1,800 on his Fortnite account for skins. So yeah, it's
Ugh.
kind of yucky.
FOMO is
Microtransactions
real.
are disgusting.
They are. They really
But
are.
it's a crazy monetization structure for Fortnite because rather than having a $60 game, they have a 10-year-old that pays $1,000 on the fucking game. I mean, I guess they're gaming the system, but it's kind of gross. It really is.
Hear me out. Am I stupid for thinking like out of all games with a battle pass, Fortnite kind of just has the best
Oh,
battle
totally. I
pass
feel like
that you can like get in any
Fortnite's is
game.
definitely predatory on like kids that are trying to like not spend their entire parents' wallet, but they really want to. But the way
And
it's structured, that
the
you can make the next battle pass by just playing the one battle pass. Like, okay, I'll put in
yeah, and you
$10 to have
just level up
skins.
by playing the
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
You just play the game. You don't have to do goals or shit. Like you could just play
I
the
will
game
say,
normally and
when
you'll
I was
still
playing
level up.
Fortnite religiously, the only thing that I really wanted to do was do the challenges because I was so dog shit on console that I wasn't like getting wins every day. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go do like 5 challenges today, and then like that was all my challenges for the week, and I'd play a couple times if my friends wanted to get on or something. But like all of the playing alone I would do was just doing challenges, or then I would do challenges with friends that I couldn't do on my own easily, and that was kind of the thing I would do. Like Jeff and I, back in 2018 used to have, all right, Thursday is Fortnite challenges night, and we would just grind all of the challenges in one night for the week.
Shit,
Yeah.
really? It's so easy to level up too.
Oh yeah.
Like they don't make it hard,
Oh
and I
no,
really
this was
appreciate
like
it.
I said, this was 2018, where the XP levels weren't tied to the battle pass. There were like there
Oh,
were other points that were like star points that you could only get from doing challenges. So then that was the only way you could level up the battle pass. So they made it way less
yeah,
predatory and like more gameplay based so that anybody could level up the battle
yeah.
pass. I will say, I think Fortnite has done a really good job of making a game that has like a an optional microtransaction type shit, which is still definitely
They
predatory
really
on kids.
have.
I would say like
And you still get a good chunk of
it's
shit
not a
like
good
without
thing
buying
that
the
I
battle
know at
pass.
least 5 people who've spent over $1,000 on Fortnite skins in the past because they
I
like
haven't.
had parents that like were like, all right, I'll just buy you another card so you can buy more skins in your funny little game. But it's kind of just like, I guess they weren't as bad as some other things, but they were also the most popular one to do it, so they didn't have to be as bad as other things to make a ton of money. I don't know. But I love Fortnite. It's such a fun game. I haven't played in forever,
It's
but it's
really
so
fun.
fun because I'll
The
boot
new
up.
season's really
I
good.
haven't played the new season. I haven't played in so long. Maybe we have to play
Really?
sometime.
You really
But
we do have to play
I
sometime.
just love
The
booting
map
up
is
Zero
awesome.
Build whenever that was out. I loved Zero Build because it would.
It's still
Is
out.
it?
They kept it
Well,
permanently.
maybe after I get my good internet tomorrow, I can play with you. We'll see how good it is. But
Yeah.
like
Shit.
I
Yeah.
I would always hop on Zero Build because I play a lot of like Valorant or FPSs like that. So then I would just hop on and I would
Mhm.
be so good at shooting. And all of these kids are like they spend hours fucking learning how to crank 90s. And when you take that crutch away from them, they're like fucking less than iron on Valorant level aiming. So then they're like running around
And
and they're jumping up and down and they have a shotgun and they're trying to figure out if it's supposed to go up or down. Meanwhile, I'm taking out like the fucking revolver and I'm headshotting them twice while they're jumping around like chickens with their heads cut off. And I cut their heads
it's
off for
insane
them.
how fun the game is without the core feature of
Yeah,
the
I know
game.
it's crazy because I'm good at it then, and the only times the game are fun are when you're good at them or when you're with friends. So then I can actually play that by
Yeah.
myself. Like I've gotten like four when I played for like a month. I got like 4-0 or no fill squads on Zero Build wins because I was just sweating so hard and I loved it.
Shit,
Yeah,
really?
it made me feel so good.
You can just take on so many people in that game, I find. Like in Apex, like I couldn't handle myself for shit. Like if I'm against two people, like I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
But in Fortnite, I can take on just whole
Oh,
squads,
totally.
and it just feels good.
It's
I don't even know how like they do it.
I think it's because well, I
Like
mean,
just
it's
weapons
because
just feel so good.
with Fortnite, when you're playing like normal mode, if you're just good at building, you can take on multiple people because you can use the building to section yourself off into 4 1v1s rather than getting shot from 3 sides in Apex. But like when you're playing on Zero Build, you can move so much more. Like I guess movement is easier in Fortnite than it is in Apex. Apex has way more of a learning curve in the movement style. Totally.
Oh
Because,
yeah.
like, I have a friend who's, like, really good at Apex. I don't know what his rank was, but he used to stream all the time. He's also, like, a guy that I would not talk to in normal conversation anymore because as I've become less of a redneck, I'm starting to realize that that guy's just genuinely racist. So I just don't talk to him that much
Oh,
anymore. But he was really good at Apex, alright? So maybe it was okay.
quick, become liberal.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, he was just crazy at Apex, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a skill-based game," and I was like, "Really? It just kind of looks like point and shoot." And then I actually played it, and I was like, "No, this totally could be a skill-based game." And then you watch the best players, and I was like, "Oh, it's just
If
aim
you
skill."
want a game with a predatory battle pass,
Is
Apex.
Apex bad?
So fucking predatory. The battle pass is I in my opinion, I don't know if this is like common opinion, but in my opinion, it's really shit.
Yeah.
Because the game forces you to use like different weapons and play as different
Mhm.
characters too much,
Yeah.
and you just never really get to play as the character you want if you really want to like grind out the battle pass. Because you don't get XP or like stars just by playing or
That's so yucky. You know what I did hate
yeah.
though? I used to be a big COD Zombies guy. I loved Call of Duty Zombies so much when I was a kid. And then I like recently they were making more zombies games. I never got COD Vanguard because I heard the zombies were dog shit and the zombies are all I care about. But I did get Cold War because it was a good zombies game. A lot of people liked the zombies in that one. And that game had a battle pass. But
Ooh,
I'm pretty sure there was also a paid tier of the battle pass on a game you already had to pay for, which is gross.
that's
And it's
gross.
like
That's
when a
disgusting.
company maybe I'm slandering COD right now, so allegedly they had that. I don't actually remember if it was COD that did this, but I know there are games that have done that. And it's the fact that you put paywalled content on a game you already pay money for is so weird. It's so weird.
It is
Like
so
COD
weird.
points are a little different where it was like, oh, you can buy extra like customization packs in the game or like DLC content. That's cool. But like when you make something that you have to work to get the tiers on, that you have to buy like a 2 month pass for, and it's like a self renewing thing. It's like that's just so weird on a game you already have to pay for,
Yeah.
just to add like a progression
Like,
system
and
in it.
COD games are
Yeah,
expensive.
they are.
It's not like they're like 60
Yeah, they're
bucks. They're like
60 buck
80
games.
bucks
I will say
sometimes.
one thing that Cold War did really well though is that all of the zombies maps, rather than having to buy DLC for them, they were all free with the game, and I thought that was awesome, actually. And
That's
I think
nice.
what they replaced the zombies maps being a DLC thing with was the paid battle pass, which I guess makes sense. You probably pay a similar amount of money throughout the year for the battle pass than for the or like the 4 DLCs that they would usually do in a DLC season. But like I
Hmm.
still feel it's so much yuckier buying a battle pass than I do buying physical maps that I can like spend hours on. And like generally, they would make good DLCs. They didn't do that as much in later COD games, but like old COD Zombies games like Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and World at War, all of those games just like churned out some of the best zombies experiences that people remember fondly for like years. And then after that, it just kind of fell off because they tried to change shit too much. I could talk about zombies forever. I love COD Zombies, but I'm like the only
Yeah,
person out
I
there.
remember. I remember being on calls when you used to play
Yeah.
it. I think I've watched you play zombies a couple
Mhm.
times, and you just stand on that table in that one map. I'm
I wouldn't
trying to
do that. No,
remember
I
what
was
it
never. I
was.
was never a glitch spot camper. You might have been talking to someone else. I fought for my zombies wins. All right.
It could have been. It could have been. You mean Jeff and
Yeah.
then some other people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have that image in my
No, I
head.
was the kid who would be
I
like,
gotta be honest
I'd
with you
like to
though.
solve the puzzle, and then I would do like the entire Easter egg on every map, and like do all of the steps where you have to like fucking tickle the monkey's balls so he'll give you a shotgun that you can shoot a clown with, and when you shoot him he explodes, and you have to fish out of the air with a fishing rod, the fucking
Oh yeah, they
all
have
that
those
shit.
weird
Yeah.
Easter eggs like that.
And I loved those so
Yeah.
much. That was my favorite part about COD Zombies because I felt like I was doing a puzzle every time and I knew all of the steps and how to do all of them, but now I just had to do them and that was the tough part. And that's what I would always do. And then Black Ops 3 was the first game that I did all of them on, and then I had except for one. The very first map on Black Ops 3 required 4 people to complete the Easter egg because there was the very final step where you had to do 4 things at once and you can't do that by yourself. So then there's just this last thing, and I didn't have any friends, so I couldn't play on Xbox with 3 other people. So I just never completed that one.
Oh.
And then completing that one gives you the last item you need to complete the super Easter egg in the game on the last map. So then I just was never able to do that, which was one you could do by yourself, but since I had no friends, no bitches, no money, no capital, I just couldn't do shit. So I was really sad.
It's
And
depressing.
then
That's really
Jeff's
depressing.
parents never let him get M-rated games for a really long time, so he could never play it with me. And then I knew nobody else that had Xbox. We were the only kids who
I was
had
playing
Xbox.
Black Ops 2 while I was 8.
Yeah, fuck. I think I got my first COD game when I was 10, and it was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And because it was the first Call of Duty game that I got, I learned to love Exo Zombies, even though everybody hated it, which is really funny. But
I gotta be real with you.
what's up?
I kind of hate COD
Yeah,
like as a series.
I'm not.
Black
I'm
Ops
not a
1, 2.
multiplayer fan.
Ah.
I will say I don't like it.
Modern Warfare. Ah. But anything else, I really just don't like. I think it gets like it's just the same thing, but like they sprinkle a little bit of shit on it.
Yeah, I'd say that's totally fair. I think what they should have done is honestly just like get one Call of Duty competitive game, which is what they've done with Warzone now, and then they just constantly update it. And I think that's why Warzone's so successful. It just took
Yeah,
what Call of Duty was,
a live service Call of Duty
put it
game.
on a battle or on a battle
Epic.
royale, and then made it just a Call of Duty game that repeats with every game, and it just sticks around, and you can play it for free, and a ton of people love it.
Yeah.
I just never got into Warzone.
You ever play COD Mobile?
Oh, I have played COD Mobile. Let me tell you.
It's actually
Oh
kind of
my
it's
god.
actually really
I was
good,
so
and it's
fucking
really well
cracked at it. I was
optimized.
so cracked at it. Oh my god, let me tell you. I love mobile games because every once in a while I'll
Uh,
pick them up and I have the fucking mobile gamer gene where it's in my genetic code to just be good at mobile games. So then I'll like play against all the 6-year-olds. I did the same thing with Stumble Guys when Critical used to play that. I would join onto that shit and win every single game I played. I would win COD Mobile all the time. It was just such a good feeling whenever I played mobile games.
COD Mobile, I don't know what it was that, but it just was
Yeah,
fun.
totally.
Like I used to just play it during class for just
Yeah,
all
playing
day.
COD Mobile during
Just
class is a vibe.
I had 4 friends. We all downloaded COD Mobile, and we'd circle up and we just beat the shit out of
I
people.
played
It
it a
was
lot in like
fucking
my sophomore year
hilarious.
when I didn't have any classes that I particularly had to worry about. It was just like basic level math shit and all that other stuff. So then I would just get crowds of
Hmm.
people and we would all download COD Mobile and we'd just join custom lobbies and it was awesome. It was so sick.
Sounds awesome.
But yeah.
Uh
I also played Pokemon Showdown a lot when I was taking the
Pokemon
so I played
Showdown. Shit, what is that?
so it's an online thing. It's on the internet where you can just play Pokemon battles against people. And it gives you
Oh,
like I would always
yeah.
do the randomized decks because I never learned how to make my own deck on it, so I would do randomized decks, and I would just play Jeff on it all the time. And we were taking this class. It was a probability and statistics class, and it is the only
Oh
class
wait,
in
wait.
high school.
Like
Oh,
proper Pokemon TCG.
like yeah, just real ass Pokemon, and you can do any
Okay.
generation. You can play a generation, and then it'll give you a random deck from that generation. And I would play Jeff in this prob stats class I was taking and unrelated possibly it was the only class that I ever didn't get an A in my high school career uh, because either I wasn't paying attention or the teacher wasn't doing anything, and I think it was a little mix of both because the final test everybody missed the same exact questions for like 40% of the test and everybody got 60s on it for the final. And then we were like, hey, since nobody
Oh,
got any of these questions, can you just grade the test on a curve? And she was like, lol, no, cry about it. And then we all like did bad in the class. So it was crazy. And it was like, dude, if everybody's getting the same questions wrong, maybe you did something wrong. But we don't talk about that.
yeah.
We don't talk about that.
I you ever look at like you get report
Oh
cards,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
At
totally.
midterms.
Yeah.
You ever look at it and see that like the class medium and it's like under passing?
Let me tell you
That's the
something.
scariest shit
Let me
ever.
tell you something.
When the class medium is lower than
I
passing.
don't know if I've talked about this already, but I was taking an astronomy course, and I
Uh-huh.
was there were tests in this was a college astronomy course I took last semester. There were 4 unit tests in it, and on every single one of them, these were tests I wasn't doing too hot on by my standards, and I was hitting like 85s, 89s, and I was like, dude, I really felt confident that I knew everything in that unit. Like, why did I mess anything up? And then I was looking, and we were able to look at our averages on every single assignment for the entire class, and it would give us a box and
Shit,
whisker
really?
plot, which is this thing where it's got like this big rectangle in the middle, another line in the middle. The middle line stands for the average, and then the one whisker on one side stands for the highest score, one on the other side stands for the lowest score, and then there are secondary lines that are like the averages between the center and the top score. So you can see like 5 lines, 5 sections. I could see on mine, every single one of them, I was the outlier for the highest score. I was doing really well. And then the third quartile, which is like the average between the normal average and the highest score, which is like where the next highest score is, technically, like you could see it like that. That one was consistently on
Hmm.
55%.
What
So the next best person in the class was doing around a 60 every single time. And I was always the
the
outlier.
fuck?
And it was like a class with like 8 people. And I was like, damn. That is crazy.
It only what? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So I was like literally
That
just
is depressing.
watching people.
Was that bad teacher though or bad
No,
students?
bad students. I mean, it was an online college course, so it's like the teacher doesn't actually have to do much. So he was just like, I'm gonna
Oh.
give you this many sections to read in your textbook, and then there's this secondary thing where you can look, and it's like extra resources, and he's got like 6 videos on there that you can watch if you want. I only watched like 2 of them throughout the entire course, and I would just. This is the first time I ever got good at taking notes in a class. So I was just writing down so many notes for every single one of the sections. There was a section I'd do a header, take down like 2 notes per header, and like move on. And I would do that for an entire page. I have the notebook I did it all in, and I filled up like a thick chunk of paper doing that. And I only started that after the first test when I got like an 80, and I was like, dude, that's fucked up. What am I doing wrong? So then I started taking a bunch of notes, and now all of a sudden I'm still getting like 90s now, like 89s, 90s, and I'm like, that's crazy. Luckily the tests weren't that big of a percentage of the grade, and I got like a 97 overall because I wrote like an 102% final. And he was like, yeah, I'm giving you extra credit for this shit. It was wild. So I really liked that. But yeah, I was just kind of flying, and I was looking at all these other people, and they were just struggling so hard, and I was like, dude, maybe I'm built different.
You would not want to be in a classroom with me. You'd like scoff.
No, I'm
Be like, what is
I'm a
this
big
guy doing?
tutorer when people need help. I like tutoring people. I don't.
You are. And I can align that with a story because you used to help me with my science.
Yeah, with your chem. Except it wasn't as much
Yeah, with
me,
my
and it
chem.
was more Jeff because I hadn't actually taken chem yet at the time.
Oh yeah. So I almost got kicked out of my school around then.
Really?
I wasn't going to online classes,
Mhm.
and I didn't think it actually like would count for an attendance like as badly as it would for like missing class like in real life. So I missed like 100 classes.
Oh, you
And the
almost
school
got
was like,
truant? That's
dude,
crazy.
we're gonna.
That's insane. Yeah.
They almost like they emailed my dad, and he like comes down at Aidan, they're gonna kick you out of the school. You got to go to the online class. And I was like, this is bullshit. Online class?
Dude,
You think I can wake up that
Our
early?
online classes were a joke whenever we had them. Let me tell you, I
Yeah,
got quarantined
seriously.
like twice throughout the entire time. I got 2 2-week quarantines and had to stay home for 4 weeks total during the entire school year. And during one of them, I was in my honors English class. It was honors English 1. I was a sophomore, and I had to get quarantined. And we had a final in that class to deliver. I was quarantined for the last 2 weeks of the class. Our final was we read the book The Crucible, and we had to like give a eulogy for one of the characters that died in the book. So all of us wrote like speeches or whatever, and this one girl wrote a poem, and we were like, that's kind of cringe. She wrote a poem. Lame, expressing yourself lame or whatever, because we were all cringe at the time. But instead of doing that, like out loud, we were like, hey, can I beatbox to this poem and you can re-deliver it? So we got one guy on his microphone pulls up a specific video that was popular around the time known as Among Drip. And all right, let me take a breath real quick. So he's playing Among Drip through his microphone, right? And it's going boom 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 boom.
Right, Among Us.
Yeah, anyway. And then the guy, I think, was I the one? I might have been the one playing it. And then the other guy is on his microphone and he's going or whatever. And she's just
What the fuck is that noise?
That was me trying to beatbox. And
that was like fucking Satan crawling out of your microphone.
yeah,
Christ.
I don't know how it picked up on the microphone. And
it picked up interestingly.
Yeah, so he's beatboxing.
You're gonna
through
have to check out the video.
And this girl is reading her poem, and it's like, "Why must you part me? For I cannot live my heart without thee." Or whatever. It's Among Drip playing. And some guy's beatboxing. And it's like, for you were hanged, very strange, or some shit. I don't know what it said. I'm terrible at freestyling, I guess. And it was a beautiful situation. And I'm going to take that memory to the grave with me. Because during the rest of the people's presentations, I was literally playing Sekiro on my computer. I was playing Sekiro, the fucking Souls-like game. And that's what I was doing. God damn.
That sounds fucking amazing.
You know what, Aidan? I want to yell at you.
What?
Because you thought we would run out of gas during this episode.
I thought we would run out of gas, but we went over. We went over.
And our conversation
Dude, we filled the
brought us
tank.
over 90. Even with the little cutout that I had at 25 minutes, we've got more than enough time right now. Look at that.
Yeah, we're like overfilling the gas tank right now, dude.
And I love overfilling the gas tank, inserting a towel into it, and lighting the towel on fire.
Oh. Oh.
I love car bombs.
Hey, Wyatt.
I wanna watch a car explode. That's the type of pyrotechnics I want to do. Now I wanna say I'm proud of what we've accomplished here today, because I think even
I'm
though there
very
were
proud
only
as
two of
well.
us, I think we did a damn good job. I think we did a damn good job, Aiden. I just wanna
It's better than our last
And
two.
maybe Sully and Jeff are watching right now, and I want you at the same time as me right now to look your eyes into the camera and put two middle fingers up and say, "Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Fuck
Fuck you
you.
guys.
Fuck
We're
you.
better
Fuck
than all of
you.
you
It's all your
together. The
fault.
two of us, we had the most powerful 90 minutes that you've ever listened to. God damn it, Jeff and Sully." So,
Hell yeah.
on that note, give ourselves a round of applause. I'm clapping in a circle right now. It's not getting picked up by Discord, but you can do the same right now. We're applauding ourselves. And now we're going to sign out. Love you guys. Lost
Yeah.
Cause Podcast forever.
Goodbye.
Wyatt and
Mwah.
Aidan, best members. Goodbye. See you.